Welcome to Sacramento State Stadium. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Sacramento State Hornets.
Has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive, and how he is fueling this offense. Guys?
All right, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense with jumbo personnel. Using his legs, it's Curtis. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Picks up the first down. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Rush is on him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Run inside. It's Richard. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. You have... Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Wide open downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Breaks the tackle. Turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the move, it's Curtis. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He'll run it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Curtis. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Got it, looking for the 1st down. He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one, that works with the next one. And it's been a clinic on this drive so far.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way.
Physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll test the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's raining. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Third and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Indiana! Took it all the way back to the house. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they... There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking for room. It's raining. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Tosses it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wants to return it. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses to 35. Could be an alley. 10. Touchdown, Indiana. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. I'm sure the offense happy with that free 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking for his man in the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your response down the field and not give up those big plays.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Rolling right and going deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get rid of it, and the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll go right back to him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. From the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback extends the play. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man by himself. To the house. Touchdown, Sacramento State. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going to the running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this off. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Quick completion on the out. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside. It's Richard. Might have a chance. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Grabs it. They will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable, man. He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He might want another play.
Escape! Replace! Wilson! Escape! Doc! Deep legal! Check. Eagle.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Going long. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Hoosiers. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Curtis. Got enough for the first. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throws it back. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, God, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
On the run, it's Beebe. Got enough for the first. There's some room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Indiana! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Defense needs to start making adjustments.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Badgers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Throws it deep.
Here now a look.
He's got it down the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. They'll try to run for it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Indiana! The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Right! Bear! Ready? Side! Wide to the end!
Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. He now has 111. On the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. On the run, it's raining. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Ball, create some holes like you do here for my running back. Make the game easy.
Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. On the option. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam.
Got a little grass. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Working that wide receiver screen. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Number 15, set to kick off.
Coming out with it, it's raining. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, it's raining. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Makes the grab, it's Richard. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback keeps it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
Number 15, set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone. It's raining. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. 3rd and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
Now, 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting a run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off balance with that play call.
Now on 1st down from the 28. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They feed him again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Slithers it. Maybe some room here. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking for a crease. It's Curtis. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the red zone, it's Collins. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella?
And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
When you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed, like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And the extra point is good, but that only impacts the final margin.